What is adolescence? Adolescence is a period of transition between childhood and adulthood. Children entering adolescence are going through many changes in their bodies and brains. This includes physical, intellectual, psychological, and social challenges, as well as development of their own moral compass. The changes are rapid and often takes place at different rates. It can be exciting yet challenging time in the life of a teenager. Adolescence is the time when your child becomes more independent and begins to explore their identity. What are the physical changes of adolescence? Physical development in adolescence include changes that occur through a process called puberty. During puberty, your child's brain releases certain hormones. The hormones cause your child's body to physically change and their sexual organs to mature. Your child will likely experience a growth spurt. During this time, they grow rapidly in height and weight. Other physical changes may include body odor, acne, and an increase in body hair. Growth spurts usually happen earlier for girls and adolescents assigned female at birth or AFAB than for boys and adolescents assigned male at birth or AMAB. Most girls and adolescents AFAB have growth spurts between the ages of 10 and 14. Most boys and adolescents AMAB have growth spurts between the ages of 14 and 17. Girls and adolescents AFAB will begin to develop breasts. This can happen as young as age 10 years old and should start by age 14. They also experience their first period or menstruation. Usually about 2 years after breast and pubic hair are first noticeable. Boys and adolescents AMAB will see their penis and testicles grow. They'll begin to experience erections and ejaculations. Erections can also happen normally from before birth, as seen on ultrasounds in utero to old age. These physical changes happen to everyone, but the timing and order can vary from person to person. Some adolescents mature early, while others mature later. Being on either end of this spectrum can cause the added stress of standing out amongst their peers. Brain development in adolescence is on a higher level than that of childhood. Children are only able to think logically about the concrete, the here and now. Adolescents move beyond these limits and can think in terms of what might be true, rather than just what they see as true. They can deal with abstractions, test hypotheses, and see infinite possibilities. Yet adolescents still often display egocentric behaviors and attitudes. During cognitive development in adolescence, large number of neurons grow rapidly. Your child's body experiences an increase in the way these bundles of nerves connect. This allows for more complex, sophisticated thinking. Which part of the brain develops last in adolescence? The front part of your child's brain, which is the frontal cortex, is one of the last part of their brain to fully develop. It won't finish maturing until your child reaches their mid to late 20s. This area of the brain controls executive functions such as planning, prioritizing, and controlling impulses. Because it develops so late, your teenager may have lapses in judgment. You may see an increase in risk-taking behaviors and mood swings. When a teen isn't using their frontal cortex and is acting impulsively, this thought process is called hot cognition. Cold cognition means using the logical part of your brain, not being cold. Parents can help redirect a young person from hot to cold cognition by responding with empathy, asking questions rather than lecturing, and holding them to high expectations. What are the emotional changes of adolescence? During adolescence, your child will begin to observe, measure, and manage their emotions. That means they'll begin to become more aware of their own feelings and the feelings of others. The process of emotional development will give your child the opportunity to build their skills and discover their unique qualities. As they become more independent, some adolescents welcome these new challenges.